will sit the throne today.
Your brother helps you to get to the throne. You know, the brother who always wanted the throne also.
I must admit,
You got me.
my confusion. The only one present who might offer keener insight into Lord Corlys's wishes is the Princess Rhaenys.
It was ever my husband's will that Driftmark passed through Selene to his true-born son. As a matter of fact, the Princess Rhaenyra has just informed me of her desire to marry her sons Jason and Luke to Lord Corlys's granddaughters, Baelor and Rhaenys.
Well,
Rhaenys.
the matter is settled. No. I will not allow it.
Damon is like,
Do not forget yourself, baby.
yes.
That is no true Valarian. And certainly no nephew of mine. No more than the second son of Driftmark. You may run your house as you see fit, but you will not decide the future of mine.
He's your king, remember?
Mine. I will not see it ended on the account of this head.
You enjoy that so much, Damon, as we are.
Her children are bastards! And she is a whore.
It's really like, if it's the last time that I speak in my life, let's scream all of that.
But have your tongue for that. He can keep his tongue. Disarm him!
Raymond, he's gonna be a fan of you. We're not gonna blame Damon. He did what was supposed to be done during that moment. We knew that it was the end for this character.
Future Lord of the Tides.
You'll be great.
Thank you for that.
Do you know how the act is done? I see. At least in principle. Better be cock and all that.
Let it be, cousin.
Good, Jake. Good. Good way to respond, I mean.
My own face is no longer a handsome one. If indeed it ever was. I wish you to see me as I am. The crown can stand strong. The house of the dragon remains divided. But set aside your grievances. If not for the sake of the crown, and for the sake of this old man, who loves you all.
You can't think that only words is gonna repair all of what happened. Just to please you.
I wish to raise my cup to Her Grace the Queen. I love my father, but I must admit that no one has stood more loyally by his side than his good wife, and for that she has my gratitude. My apology.
She stayed and she was loyal to him.
Your graciousness moves me deeply, Princess. We're both mothers. We have more in common than we sometimes allow. I raise my cup to you and to your house. You will make a fine queen.
Alicent? But you said it, you're good mothers and you're gonna think about your kids. No, shut the fuck up, you! No speech from you.
I regret the disappointment you seem to suffer. But if you ever wish to know what it is to be well satisfied, all we have to do is ask. To Prince Aegon, Prince Aemond. We have not seen each other in years, but I have fond memories of our shared youth. And as men, I hope we may yet be friends and allies.
They were sincere. You are so not sincere. They're not gonna fight for themselves, they're gonna fight for the kids. Because with...
I would like to host Vela and Rhaena. They'll be married soon. Isn't so bad, mostly he just ignores you.
Yeah!
Except sometimes when he's drunk.
Poor girl. Or Jake. Oh, he's not going for peace at all. You're seeing them happy, you're gonna... Half of it is fake. Come on, die in peace. But you need to die. Even for you, like, truly. Aegon is not standing up. Otto neither. You know, it's a sign of respect. A pig in front of Aemond.
To the health of my nephews, Jace, Luke, and Joffrey. Each of them handsome, wise,
And bastard.
strong.
Strong boy. I say it again. Why? It was only a compliment. Do you not think yourself strong?
Oh really? The kids, the kids!
I was merely expressing how proud I am of my family, Mother. But it seems my nephews aren't quite as proud of theirs.
Go to your quarters. All of you go, now.
You're the same. The two of you, Aemond and Daemon, like... The kids. Kids are just kids and they want their revenge, they have their ego, their ambitions. And you're gonna fight for their ambitions.
Yes, lady.
Yes, I know who she is. But right there you're talking to who?
What do you want it to know? If I believe it to be true.
The song, you think that it's really wrong.
Aegon.
You're gonna tell her about the song?
Our son.
His dream, the song of ice and fire. It is true. What he saw in the north, the prince that was promised.
I don't understand what's
The prince
Prince Aegon.
to unite the realm against the cold, the dark. It is you. You are the one.
Alicent, you understand to who he thinks that he's talking. Until the end, he's ruling for Rhaenyra.
I understand, my king.
Your first wife. You know, we can't say that he had a good death, a beautiful death, you know, something like that. But I think that even if right there he died because of illness, because he was so sick and so old and all, still his death is gonna be remembered. I mean, all of these deaths into Game of Thrones and also now House of the Dragon, we remember them because they were epic, because they were, you know, because of treason, because it was big moments, you know, important moments. And right there you can say that because he died with illness and because he was so old, it's not gonna be the same. It is. It is because the writers, they made it true, because they made such a thing around his death. I mean, politically, for the story, how important it's gonna be, but also the moment on itself, it's so important. Also, with that moment with Alicent, she discovers about the song, and also really to film his death, it means that we're gonna remember his death. Okay, it was not an epic one, okay, it was not during a big moment, like something big happening and all, but still, we are seeing it, it's gonna have big consequences, and they made it so it's gonna be one of the important deaths of House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones of that universe. But really, he needed to die. Like I said it, I don't know how many times during this episode, but he needed to die, even for himself, to see him in so much pain. It was even painful for us, for the viewers. And at this point, it was a torture to be alive, to breathe, to move. We can be glad that before the end, he had that moment of joy with his family. At least he saw them happy or faking happiness. And for him, you know, for his life, what was his life, what was also his reign, you know, as a king, it was that. It was a peace, it was a fake peace, but it was that, in fact. You know, his aunt with his family, that dinner between them is representing all of what his life was. The fact that he wanted people to act, to do things, and they were faking it to please him, but it was not that, and it was a fake moment of, you know, peace and happiness, even for his kingdom, you know, but in fact it was not that, because like the man with the stepstones and a lot of other things, in fact fights were happening and he chose to not see them, to be blind about them. Really, the situation with his family at the end, his entire life. It's representing his entire life, his entire reign, everything. But yes, he died, and really finally. And I'm saying also finally because finally the real story is gonna begin. And I hope also that you're gonna stop with the big time jumps like that, because if you're continuing time jumps like that, we're gonna end this show in 2 seasons. This story, you know, we're gonna end it quick. Maybe because, yes, you wanted for the king to die, and for that you needed to have another time jump, and you needed also these kids to be older so they can do what they are supposed to do. I didn't read, you know, the thing about the Song of Ice and Fire, but I know what is gonna happen to some characters because of stuff which were said during Game of Thrones. So because of that, I know it, so I know at least for one character what is supposed to happen. So that's why I know that the kids needed to be older. And clearly during that dinner we can see also that yes, it's a fake peace and a fake situation of happiness. Even, you know, before that fight between the kids, these mothers, Rhaenyra and Alicent, they can be sincere about the fact that they're tired, you know, of being at war with each other, and they respect each other still for certain things. But Alicent, she said it, they are mothers and they share stuff about that, you know, and the thing about that is the fact that they are gonna defend their sons no matter what. They are gonna do everything that they can for their sons to be respected, to be recognized, and that's why they're gonna be at war when the king is gonna die, and even more because their kids, they are not ready to make peace for sure. On the contrary, they have so much against each other. Aegon is such an asshole, like who wants to be at peace with a guy like him? And Aemond, like, is still being mocked. You know, the situation with the pig and Luke lusting at it is still being mocked, and right there to make that speech. Like, I think that really Aemond, with the situation with the dragon and his eye, I think that at this moment, at this precise moment, when he didn't steal the dragon, but he stole the right to claim the dragon. If you want to discuss about it, go check my intro before that, and then discuss about it politely in the comments. When he took that opportunity to claim the dragon first, when he went for it, it was risky, it was brave, and he went for it. He had the right to do it, you know, for his own story and stuff like that. You know, to take that decision to claim, you know, the right to maybe not own the dragon, but you've got what I meant, to be the rider of this dragon. When he claimed that right, I think that he also gave up on being hypocrite with everyone. He decided during that moment that after that he would do everything for himself. And right there, you know, to make that speech, okay, he waited for the king to leave. I'm not sure that he would have said the same stuff if the king would still be there, but still, you know, like, that's the beginning of a war between these kids, for these kids, because of these kids. Like, really use the word that you want to define that, but it's for them, because of them, that it's gonna happen. And their parents, you know, their families, they have also a background, they have also a story, and that background is gonna be the reason why they're gonna fight for these kids. They're gonna go at war for these kids. So really into the side, you know, of Driftmark and all, Luke, Jake, they're gonna marry their cousins. Like, really, Rhaenyra, what you did with Lena? Yeah. Okay. And you're gonna also, like, the fact that after marrying, you know, after Rhaenyra marrying Daemon, you have their kids marrying each other. Oh, the blood right there, like, situation of blood. And I'm not talking about the 3 little new kids, you know, of Rhaenyra and Daemon together. Oh, that mix of blood. Pure Targaryen blood. And now that's gonna be the fight for the throne as the heir. Alicent, she said you're gonna make a good queen to Rhaenyra. I think that she was sincere, but I'm not sure that you were talking about the same throne. I'm really not sure. And at the same time, we saw that Alicent, she was mad at her son, at Aegon, that she's ashamed of him, that she doesn't consider him as her son and all. You know what she said, the words that she used were really brutal and all. But at the same time, she's not gonna give up on her son, she's not gonna give up on putting him on the throne. I really don't think so. That asshole, we don't want him on the throne, for sure. The fact that he raped a girl, like, is it really a surprise when we saw him during the last episode talking about women? What Alicent, she did and said, I was so against it, that was so bad. Really, really bad. And her reasons, you know, we already know them. She's defending her son. And that's why I really think that no matter what, she's gonna defend her son, Aegon, even if she knows that he's an asshole, she's gonna defend him and his right to sit on the throne. Rhaenys really did something big, important and great, but really that woman, and I admire her so much. I'm impressed, you know, how brave she is, and the fact that she let people take what was supposed to be her, you know, since so long. You have to be so brave and to handle all of that, you know, with grace also still. And yes, I'm impressed and I admire her. She has her reasons to act. I don't agree with everything that she did, she said. Like each time now, I have the impression that each time that I'm saying something good about a character, I need to tell you also that, okay, I love this character, but no, I don't consider that he or she is a good guy, that I'm gonna follow blindly this character and stuff like that. Again, I can love all of them, I can understand their reasons, but still I can agree and disagree with stuff, you know, that they are saying that they are doing. I'm not following blindly characters, even if I love them and even if I understand them. Alicent, you know what she did with that place, what she did also by being the queen. Like truly you were taking all of the decision. I mean, your dad, you also, but also your dad. When she's leaving the place, her dad is continuing to lead the council. Her dad is sitting on the throne during that moment, you know, with the petitions. But at the end, it's the king who decided. That was a brilliant moment. And another reason why we're gonna remember his death, because he did that just before his death. Until the end, you defended Rhaenyra, her sons, her place. Until the end, you know, even into his bed, thinking that he's talking to Rhaenyra, he's supporting her, he's rooting for her, I see her. And truly, Alicent, when she's gonna deny that, because she's gonna be forced to, for sure she's gonna have that into her mind, you know, the fact that her husband, the father of her sons, was rooting for Rhaenyra, not for his sons. Aemond, you know, his evolution, I'm not surprised about it. I know a little how he's gonna evolve. He's really like Daemon, you know, in a way. His attitude and all is really like a young Daemon. He knows how to fight, and so well. Cranston, he was proud of him during that moment, during the training. You're fighting so well, you have the strongest dragon, you're not afraid to say what you want to say. Oh, you're gonna be so dangerous, Aemond. Okay, that was a good episode, a big one. Even if you can be, whoa, at the end, really, what happened during this episode, the ones who were supposed, you know, to have drift mark and all, they're gonna have it, so nothing really happened right there. At the end, the king is dying, finally. Like, if you are resuming what happened, really the facts during this episode, you can be like, nothing really happened except for the king died. The kids fighting, they already fought before. The situation with Driftmark, it was resolved like it was supposed to be resolved. So for the facts, nothing really happened. But really for the characters, for their evolutions, for also really the situations for them, how they feel and all, that was a big episode. They made me cry. They made me cry with Daemon and the king. Because I said it since the beginning of this season, at least this first season, like really I predicted it. I think that it was at the end of the episode 1 that, you know, the main narrative arcs of this season, we would have the fight for the throne after the king, you know, who is gonna be the heir of that king, but also the situation, the relationship between these two brothers, Daemon and Viserys, would be important. So the fact that it ends like that, for their relationship, the fact that you're helping your brother to sit on the throne, you're putting the crown on his head, it meant so much, that moment. That's why it got me. Okay, I'm gonna end this review right now. Tell me, what did you think about this episode and what you think about the next one, you know, what is gonna happen now that the king died, finally. What is gonna happen, really? Am I right or not to think that they're all gonna go at war because they're all gonna defend their kids, and because these kids, they want also, you know, to fight, and maybe more than their parents at this point? Tell me, what do you think about that? It's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.